Stop scrolling. These Canadian 1-cent coins could be worth way more than you think. Today, we're revealing some incredible Canadian 1-cent coins from different years that collectors are searching for right now. Most people ignore these old pennies, but some rare Canada cents have become hidden treasures worth serious money. In this video, we will show you each coin one by one, and we'll explain the full information. Real value, important details, mint years, rare features, and the truth behind these famous Canadian cents. Some of these coins may look normal, but a tiny detail, date, or mint error can change everything. We'll also tell you which Canadian pennies are common, which are rare, and which ones collectors are paying big money for in today's market. If you have old Canadian coins at home, in a jar, wallet, drawer, or collection box, then this video could help you discover a small fortune hiding in plain sight. Don't skip this video because the rarest coin might appear at the end, and its value may shock you. We promise to give you honest information, real facts, and accurate details about every single coin shown in this video. No fake hype, only real coin knowledge for collectors and beginners, so watch carefully till the end. Because one small Canadian cent could change the way you look at old coins forever. The 1997 Canada 1-cent coin is one of the most interesting modern Canadian pennies because this was the year Canada changed the coin back to a round shape after using the famous 12-sided design for many years. And collectors still search for these coins today because they represent an important part of Canadian coin history. The coin features the beautiful maple leaf design on the reverse side with the words 1 cent Canada, and on the front side you will see Queen Elizabeth II. This coin was produced by the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa, and more than 549 million coins were minted in 1997, making it a very popular coin among collectors and coin hunters. The coin is made from copper-plated zinc instead of the older bronze composition, which also makes the 1997 issue special because Canada changed the metal composition during this period. The weight of the coin is around 2.25 grams and the diameter is 19.05 millimeters, with a plain edge and non-magnetic composition. Most circulated 1997 Canadian pennies are usually worth only a few cents to around $1 depending on condition. But high-grade uncirculated examples can sell for much bigger money. Coins graded in mint state conditions such as MS64, MS65, or MS66 can reach values from $7 to over $40. And some perfect red examples with strong shine and nowhere have sold for even higher prices in collector markets. Some special specimen or proof-like versions can also bring premium values, especially if they remain in original mint packaging. Collectors mainly look for coins with strong red color, full details, clean surfaces, rare striking errors, and coins with almost no scratches or circulation marks. If your 1997 penny has mint errors such as double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or unusual color surfaces, the value can rise dramatically because error coin collectors love unique pieces. Some YouTube videos and social media posts claim these coins are worth millions of dollars. But most experts and collectors say regular 1997 pennies are usually common unless they have rare conditions or major minting errors. One important detail on this coin is the small KG initials near the maple leaves, which stand for Kruger Gray, the designer of the reverse artwork. Many beginners think this mark is rare, but collectors explain that it appears on many Canadian pennies and does not automatically make the coin valuable. Condition is the biggest factor in determining the real price. A shiny red coin stored carefully for years will always be worth more than a heavily worn brown coin from circulation, because Canada stopped using pennies in 2012. Many people now save older Canadian cents as collectibles and historical keepsakes. Even though millions were made, fewer high-quality examples survive today because many coins were damaged, lost, or melted after the penny was discontinued. This is why some collectors believe excellent condition 1997 pennies may continue increasing in value slowly over time. If you want to know whether your 1997 Canada 1-cent coin is valuable, check these important things carefully. Look at the color of the coin. Check if it still has bright original mint shine. Inspect for rare errors. Examine scratches and wear. And see whether the maple leaves and Queen's portrait remain sharp and detailed. Coins that look almost brand new can surprise collectors with strong prices. Some average circulated coins may only be worth a few cents, but rare mint state examples or error coins can sell from $20 to $100, or even more depending on rarity and grading. So before spending or throwing away old Canadian pennies, always inspect them carefully because small details can make a huge difference in value. The 1998 Canada 1-cent coin is considered one of the most collected modern Canadian pennies because this beautiful maple leaf penny was produced during an important period in Canadian coin history, and many collectors today are searching through old jars, boxes, wallets, and collections hoping to find high-quality examples or rare mint error versions that can be worth surprisingly strong money in today's coin market. Some rare high-grade 1998 Canadian pennies have reached values from $25 to over $150 depending on condition, color, grading, and mint errors, while extremely sharp red uncirculated examples with strong original mint luster can attract serious collector attention and sell for even higher premiums in auctions and online collector markets where demand for preserved Canadian cents continues growing every year because the Canadian penny is no longer in circulation, and many collectors now save these coins as historical treasures from the past. The 1998 Canada 1-cent coin features the famous twin maple leaves reverse design with the large 1 cent at the top and Canada at the bottom, while the obverse side displays Queen Elizabeth II design by Dora de Pedery, Hunt, making the coin instantly recognizable to collectors around the world who appreciate Canadian coinage and its elegant design style. The initials KG near the maple leaves stand for designer G.E. Kruger Gray, whose artwork became one of the most iconic designs in Canadian numismatic history, and many collectors admire the simple but classic appearance of this penny because it represents a piece of Canada's everyday financial history before pennies were officially discontinued in 2012. The Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins in 1998. But despite the large mintage, high-quality examples are becoming harder to find because most coins entered circulation and became scratched, worn, discolored, or damaged over time, which is why collectors are willing to pay higher prices for coins that still have bright red color and sharp untouched details. The 1998 penny is made from copper-plated zinc and weighs approximately 2.25 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a smooth edge. And unlike older bronze Canadian cents, these newer pennies have a lighter composition that helped reduce production costs during the late 1990s. Many people think old pennies automatically become valuable, but collectors explain that condition is the biggest factor, because a heavily circulated brown coin may only be worth a few cents, while a nearly perfect red mint state example could be worth tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on grading and market demand. Coin grading services such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate factors like luster, strike quality, surface preservation, scratches, contact marks, and color designation before assigning grades such as MS63, MS64, MS65, or higher. And coins receiving high mint state grades usually command much stronger prices from collectors. Some 1998 Canadian pennies are also valuable because of mint errors and unusual, striking mistakes that occurred during production at the Royal Canadian Mint. And these rare errors can include off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, broad strikes, double dies, rotated dies, weak strikes, and plating abnormalities which can dramatically increase collector interest and value. Error coin collectors especially enjoy searching through old Canadian cents, because even small mistakes can turn an ordinary penny into an exciting collectible worth far more than face value. And some rare error examples have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on uniqueness and preservation. The bright red color found on some uncirculated 1998 pennies is extremely important because copper-plated coins naturally darken and turn brown over time due to oxidation and handling. So collectors pay strong premiums for coins that still retain original mint red surfaces with minimal fading or discoloration. If a 1998 penny has full red color combined with excellent strike quality and no major scratches, fingerprints, or wear, it can become a very desirable example among Canadian coin enthusiasts who compete for premium quality coins. Some online videos and exaggerated social media posts claim ordinary 1998 Canadian pennies are worth thousands or even millions of dollars. But experienced collectors and professional coin dealers explain that realistic values depend on condition, rarity, grading, and errors rather than simply the date itself. Most circulated examples remain common, but exceptional pieces can absolutely carry strong collector premiums, especially as interest in discontinued Canadian pennies continues increasing around the world. Since Canada officially stopped distributing pennies in 2012, many people started saving older 1-cent coins as keepsakes and collectible items, causing renewed attention toward dates like 1998 because these coins remind people of a different era in Canadian currency history when pennies were still part of everyday shopping and daily life. Many collectors enjoy building complete penny date sets from Canada, and the 1998 coin is an important part of those collections because it belongs to the final years before the penny disappeared forever from circulation. When checking your own 1998 Canada 1-cent coin, always inspect the surfaces carefully under strong lighting because small details can make a huge difference in value. Look for unusual doubling in the letters or numbers. Inspect the maple leaves for sharp detail. Check whether the Queen's portrait remains clean and unworn. And examine the overall color of the coin because attractive red surfaces can significantly increase collector demand. Coins stored safely in albums, mint sets, or protective holders often survive in much better condition than coins kept loose in pockets or jars where scratches and wear quickly reduce value. Some collectors also search for proof-like and specimen versions of the 1998 penny because these special strikes were produced with sharper details and stronger reflective surfaces intended for collectors rather than circulation. And these examples can carry higher prices depending on rarity and preservation. The market for Canadian pennies continues, evolving as more collectors become interested in modern coins and the history behind discontinued currency. And although the average circulated 1998 penny may only be worth a few cents, premium examples continue attracting strong attention in auctions and collector communities around the world. Certain certified high-grade red examples have reached values ranging from $50 to over $200 in specialized markets, while unique mint errors can sometimes exceed those prices depending on rarity and collector competition. Many beginners ignore small details on old coins, but experienced numismatists understand that tiny differences in condition, strike quality, color, and rarity can completely transform the value of a coin that most people would normally overlook. The 1998 Canada 1-cent coin may appear simple at first glance, but for collectors it represents history, nostalgia, craftsmanship, and the excitement of treasure hunting because valuable discoveries can still happen inside ordinary coin collections today. This is why so many coin hunters continue searching through old Canadian pennies hoping to discover a hidden gem with rare features. Beautiful mint condition. or valuable errors that could turn an everyday 1-cent coin into an exciting collectible worth real money in the modern coin market. And some outstanding examples with exceptional preservation and strong demand can reach dollar values from $100 to $500, or even more in rare cases where condition and rarity combine perfectly for serious collectors and investors who appreciate Canadian numismatic history. The 2011 Canada 1-cent coin is one of the very last years of the Canadian penny series, and it is especially important in modern coin collecting because it comes just before the final discontinuation of the penny in 2012 by the Royal Canadian Mint, making it part of the last chapter of Canada's circulating 1-cent currency history. And although it was produced in very large numbers and most examples are still common in circulated condition, collectors today still show strong interest in this coin because it represents the end of an era when pennies were still used in everyday transactions across Canada. The 2011 penny features the same classic reverse design created by G.E. Kruger Gray with the twin maple leaves in the center, 1 cent at the top and Canada at the bottom, which has remained one of the most iconic designs in Canadian numismatics for decades. While the obverse side displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Dora du Pettery Hunt, giving the coin its official and historical appearance used on Canadian circulation coins of that period. This coin was struck in copper-plated zinc with a weight of approximately 2.25 grams and a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. And like other modern Canadian pennies, it has a smooth edge and a lighter composition compared to older bronze cents, which was done by the Mint to reduce production costs while still maintaining the traditional appearance of the penny dot in normal circulated condition. The 2011 Canada 1-cent coin is usually worth face value only because millions were minted and widely used, but in uncirculated condition, especially with strong red mint luster and clean surfaces, collectors may pay small premiums depending on quality, often in the range of a few dollars up to around $10-25 for attractive mint state examples, while higher certified grades such as MS64, MS65, or MS66 can sometimes reach higher values in specialized numismatic markets where demand for top-quality modern Canadian coins exists. One of the most important factors in determining value is color, because red pennies are much more desirable than brown or heavily toned coins due to natural oxidation over time, and most circulated examples lose their original bright red copper shine, which reduces collector appeal and market value significantly, although the 2011 penny is not considered rare in standard form. Error varieties can increase its value significantly, including off-center strikes, die cracks, double die effects, clipped planchettes, weak strikes, and plating defects that occur during production at the Royal Canadian Mint. And such errors can sometimes sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic and rare the mistake is. The 2011 penny is also historically important because it belongs to the final production years of Canadian cents before they were officially removed from circulation in 2012, making it part of the last generation of physical pennies used in Canada's everyday economy, which is why many collectors now keep these coins as modern historical items rather than just regular currency, even though most 2011 pennies are common. Collectors still actively search for high-grade examples to complete full-date sets of Canadian cents, especially red set collections where every coin must have strong original mint color and minimal wear, scratches, or contact marks. In today's collector market, the 2011 Canada 1-cent coin remains an affordable entry-level collectible, but its true interest comes from condition, preservation, and error varieties rather than the date alone. And high-quality uncirculated pieces with strong eye appeal continue to attract attention from coin enthusiasts who appreciate The final years of Canadian penny production and the historical significance of this last generation circulation coin.